Now we just need to close the suitcase. Oh, yeah. Bye bye Vietnam. Bye bye Da Nang. We will miss you. It's been a pleasurable stay to be here in Da Nang, but the weather has been like shit, to be honest. It's been raining pretty much for 4 weeks in a row, but that's how it is. That's how it goes when you forget to check what season, if it's rain season or not, when you go to a destination, and if you forget to check the weather forecast. It's always a good idea to do before you actually book the tickets to go there, and I kind of didn't do that with our trip to Da Nang this time. But anyway, now we are on our way to a new destination. Okay, let's go. What could we possibly have in the freezer we can take with us? I'll bet. Bye! See, now she said where we were heading. It's not supposed to say that, but yeah. We're going to Thailand, but this time we're going to a new place in Thailand. I think this hotel want me to stay in Da Nang, don't want me to go to Thailand. That's how it is here, we carry everything. Okay, then we do it the other way around. Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. Yeah, that's the good thing about Da Nang. Everything is so close. The beach is around the corner, all the good restaurants are around the corner, and even the airport is around the corner. And yeah, we're gonna take a Grab car there, and it should be like only 1 minute away. Now we're just waiting for the lady to check our room if we destroyed something, and they will be on our way. If I should remember my luggage, thank you. She always remember everything. I always forget my suitcase someplace. So, but yeah, now we're waiting for the Krabi driver to come and pick us up to the airport, and I think it takes like 15 minutes to get to the airport, so it's not that much. And it should be a smooth ride, and everything should be very smooth on this flight today. Actually 2 flights today, so perfect. How many kilos we have in this? Oh, it's heavy. Hello.
You put everything in here.
Yeah. 30 kilos, you think so?
You have to check.
It's rolling over there. Be careful with the car. With a motorcycle. Come on. Huh? We'll see. Air Asia. So now we just you arrived to the airport. So now we just have to find our airline, which is Air Asia. We already checked in, but we have an issue with the seats. We would like to sit together. And of course we have to drop off the luggage as well, so we'll see how that goes here. But yeah, it's a very modern airport here, very comfortable, not difficult at all to move around in, and you have like international signs everywhere. So it's easy to find your where to go and stuff like that, so that's a good one. So right now we are looking for the Air Asia counter to check in. As the first leg on this trip here is to Kuala Lumpur. Oh, we're right on the edge with that suitcase.
Professional suitcase.
Yeah, that's being a professional packer, so it's pretty good. Today. Immigration, where do I find the immigration?
Yeah, please wait a moment.
Yes.
So you want to check in first, or you want to wait for her?
Can we check in now and then go to the immigration, or please? So for both of us. Okay. Yes, come baby. So it's actually turned out that Mo, she's from Thailand. She can stay here for 30 days and I can stay here for 45 days. And I don't know, somehow we overstayed for 1 day. So now we have to go to the immigration and see how that goes. So how you feel right now?
I feel VIP.
And somebody from the airline. Ah, okay. So we have to go to some office or something, right?
Two boarding bus for you. Number 1 to Kuala Lumpur and number 2 to Krabi.
Yes. Okay, perfect.
Yeah, number 7 for boarding.
Okay, thank you. I have mine, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You want to go through and take the bathroom on the other side, or you want to go bathroom here?
Go back to room here, over there.
Okay, babe.
Let's go.
Are you ready to board our flight? I just went through security, and believe it or not, here you actually have to take off your shoes. It's not everywhere you see that anymore. I guess the technology is maybe a little old or something, but yeah, shoes. I think we're gate 7, right, or something? Let's go down and check
Yes, sorry.
the boarding time for our flight. Yeah, funny enough, all the prices in this airport is in dollars. So $4 for a Coca-Cola and $4.80 for a water, which is equal to 222 Vietnamese dong, which is probably a very, very bad exchange rate, I can imagine. It's a little bit crazy. Why not just paying dong and not dollars? But that's how it is. So now we're gonna go down and we're gonna wait for our flight to Kuala Lumpur. And I think it's like 2 hours, 3 hours or something to get to Kuala Lumpur. Yeah, so check in here didn't quite go the way we wanted it to go. We were on time, we were on good time, good luck for that. When we get to the counter in order to get our tickets, check in our luggage, the attendant said, you have an overstay here for 1 day. Uh-oh, that's not good. And then it turns out I'm European, I can stay here for 45 days, and Boo, she's from Thailand, and she can stay here for 30 days. But when we bought the ticket to Vietnam, they told us to buy a ticket out of Vietnam, else they wouldn't let us on the plane. So we did that back then in Chiang Mai, and for some reason I counted the days wrong, so we ended up being in Vietnam 31 days instead of only 30 days, which was allowed. And yeah, that triggered a penalty. So the flight attendant, she was very nice, very helpful. She took us into this immigration office where this officer sitting, you know, with these red things and all that stuff like they do in Vietnam movies. And he was like doing 3 at the same time, said, okay, this is gonna take a lot of time, you know, so filling out a lot of papers and ask if I have any cash. So no, I have a card or ATM. And, okay, ATM. And then ask how much the fine was, and he said 1,500,000 Vietnamese dong for overstay. Basically, overstayed for like 10 hours. So that's 1,500,000 Vietnamese dong, which is equal to $60 for one overstay. So, but we don't have any options. So we paid it, and now we are on our way to Kuala Lumpur. And the thing is, while I was away, he asked Boo to sign up some papers, you know, all in Vietnamese, and she didn't understand, so she just signed it. And so hopefully we're not gonna get into any problems next time we go to Vietnam, if there's any consequences of overstay of 1 day. So it's something to look into. So, but if this happened to you, remember, on online internet it says $25, but I paid $60. Where that money goes, I don't know. But that's how it was, and that was for like 1 day overstay. So imagine how much if you stay longer. It can become very expensive. So probably something they look a little bit hard on for some reason. So but anyway, we got out of it. We got our luggage, and the airline company attendant, she was very helpful. She was checking in on us, make sure everything was going okay and stuff like that, which was very nice of her. We get through the security check and everything, and now we are on our way to Kuala Lumpur. Do you leave? Okay. This is not the right time to be angry, you know. End up in a fight, you know, right? Wanna go? So that was the formality. So now we are ready to enter the airplane going to Kuala Lumpur from Da Nang. And for some reason today we don't have seats next to each other. So we're gonna sit for like 3 hours and not close to each other, so we can sleep good. Hello. Yeah, so we arrived in Kuala Lumpur International Airport. We're supposed to be here for 1 hour and 50 minutes. But actually we landed 20 minutes earlier, so we are here for like 2 hours and 10 minutes. Which is good, because then we get something to eat and relax a little bit before our next flight to Thailand, Krabi. So that's something to look forward to, and hopefully we're not gonna run into more problems with passports on this trip here. But yeah, you never know what's happening. So well, yeah, I guess we just have to go back there and soon. So I'm a little bit confused here, because there's a sign that you have to go this way to do your transfer, but our gate is right over there. So the question is, why are we going this way? So our gate is there. Do we have to do something, or we can just go straight through? Which I assume that we can, but now we just follow the crowd and see if we can find some food here. Freezing. It's kind of very cold here in this airport. It's a little bit because we're in a tropic climate, and then it's just freezing in here. It kind of confuse you a little bit. So free Wi-Fi. Yeah, free Wi-Fi, right? Connected. No sign-ups or anything. What a wonderful thing. So one good thing about Kuala Lumpur, you just log on to their internet. You don't have to, you know, do all these signs up with emails and all that stuff. You're directly on, which is a good thing. So, and we are walking and we are walking. Maybe we're gonna get our 10,000 steps today just by walking in the airport. So that's good. Oh yeah, okay. And then around the corner, I guess, and then we are there. Maybe not. That's going to be interesting, because up here we have a sign on where to go, because we were just right at the gates, but we had to go this way. So now I guess we can get around, and then we're gonna get back somehow. But the sign here will tell. Domestic transfer this way. No. Baggage claim, no. Arrival hall, no. Airline, go this way. And now I think we have to show passports, so we're gonna turn this off for a little bit. Nice airport. I think it's my first time here in Kuala Lumpur.
Me too.
You too? Oh, you've been here before, no?
No, I've not been in the airport.
Is that real money? So, but yeah, if you're in a rush here, and you come with the international arrivals, and you know your gate, then basically you don't have to go all the way back to this main area of the airport. You can just jump straight down to your gate and go straight. You don't have to go all the way back here as we did, because you have access to all the gates if it's close to your airport, the gate you came from. In this case we came with P21 was the gate, and we're leaving on P17, and they're right next to each other, so we didn't have to go all the way here. We could just have stayed there. Krabi, P17, yeah, they're gonna. So we didn't have to go all the way here, we could just have stayed there. So we didn't have to show all that. Go all the way back here, just to stay there. So, and that sounds confusing. 54 Indonesian money. How much is that in baht? 416 baht. And how much is that in euros, Pepe? 11 euros, 11.5 euro for a burger there. Well, it's airport prices, so I assume it's not that much. It will be good with some coffee. You think they have good coffee here?
Cigarette here.
Or cigarette?
Yes.
You think they have a vape store? Airport vape. Nice airport. It seems a little bit kind of old, sort of, you know, like not so... some of these airports now, you know, they make them so high-tech that you cannot figure them out anymore. This one seemed like a little bit more down to earth, which is nice. Tom yum noodle soup. That's like 29. That sounds better than the burger price.
Oh, I don't want to eat. I'm diet. I want milk.
You want milk?
Not eat. I'm diet.
I'm diet too. Got so fat in Vietnam. I probably weigh the same, but I feel like I got fat. So in Vietnam, but I probably got fat way long before Vietnam. So Pinto, that's the same language as in Bali, right? Pinto. That's what they say in Bali too, no? Pinto, remember? Need help? Kind of weird to see a Victoria's Secret in a Muslim country where a lot of girls here, not all of them, but a lot of girls here are kind of like covered up, you know? So, but maybe I missed something. So, we're not the biggest airport either. I think we pretty much have seen everything now. So, and now we're gonna go for some noodles. 29.5 Malaysian money. I guess 4.5 Malaysian money is like €1, so then you get the price, I guess. So, but you'll see. You think it's good? The Penang curry. So we order some noodles with Penang curry. So it looks good, big ball and everything. So let's see how it is. Definitely have a good flavor. The Penang curry is very good. So, but yeah, maybe it's a good sign because the people that work in the airport, they're actually eating here as well. So maybe that's a good indication that this is actually a good place to eat. And we paid like 58.5 Malaysian money for this meal, for these two meals. That's equal to 13 euros. We could have bought a burger up here. They were like double price. So it would have been paying like 26 euros or 28 euros. So I think this is a pretty good deal for 13 euros for 2 balls of Penang curry. So I think we have to go through some security or something, I'm afraid. We have to go and take off our shoes and all that again, I'm afraid. So it looks like we have to go through the security in order to get to our gate. So basically we just stayed with the gate, waited there, and we'll be fine. So that's because we wanted something to eat, we have to go through the security. So yeah, now we went through the security. That was kind of a little weird because somebody forgot their bag there. It's just standing there. Nobody picked it up or anything. Nobody touched it. Basically it could be like whatever. So nobody just do anything about it. It's just right there on the table before it goes through the scanner. back, so I cannot film over there because then I get problems. But but yeah, anyway, now we're gonna go to the gate P17, so that's all the way in the other end here. So that doesn't look good. Not us. What is he doing? Singapore. Poor guy, he was late, so he was running and he was completely out of shape. So, it's here, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, P17. Talk about comfortable chairs. All the way lying down here. Oh. So next airline from Kuala Lumpur to Krabi, and it's still Air Asia this time. So no more Malaysia for this time. But we might be back soon in the future. So. Looks like Chiang Mai.
Yeah.
Well, that's Chiang Mai. This is Krabi International Airport. I think there are like 5 gates here. That's pretty much it. Huh?
Airport in Krabi.
Where?
Krabi.
Good. There's no airport, just a landing field. We gotta go there for sure. Freezing, huh? Krabi International Airport. 5 gates. Looks pretty small. Aircon. Very cold here. That was probably the first fast checkout of an airport ever. Immigration took like 1 minute and go to the bathroom, and the suitcase was right there ready to be picked up. So very nice. Krabi, currently looking for the crab driver. They were not allowed in the airport and parked somewhere else. So now we have to try to figure that out what that is. So waiting for the crab. It was a little, couldn't just go out and pick it up. It was like blocked off. No crab in the same area as all the taxis, so you had to find this special spot in order to get it where there's no sign or anything. So I think that's the one, right over there. Perfect, but finally he got him. So now we're here. So now we're gonna go to our hotel here in Krabi.
Whenever you're lonely, just pick up the phone and call me. I'll be there. Girl, let me show you.
Welcome to Krabi in Thailand. I guess it was not quite what I expected of Krabi. I was expecting some, you know, like nice beaches and some nice resorts, you know, but I guess we're in the downtown. We are in the old part of Krabi, and this is how it looks like.
But your loving, it thrills me.